Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to another video. From today's video, I want to introduce you to another simple practice of mindfulness. Now, in an earlier video, we talked about the practice of mindfulness in breathing meditation, how to do it, when to apply it, and how to apply it. And in that video, we talked about that if you are specially focusing on mindfulness in breathing, to do that, you have to come to a seated position to practice it, to be focused in it. But in this practice that I'm going to introduce to you today, you don't need to come to a seated, specifically, you don't need to come to a seated position. You can practice this while walking, while sitting down, while lying down, and also while standing, in all four postures, right? So this is a very simple yet practical practice of mindfulness that you can add to your daily life. So what is this practice? This practice is called Iriyapada. That is the word that was given by the Buddha for this practice. So the Iriyapada, the word Iriyapada can be simply translated into English as mindfulness in all four postures. What is it? Mindfulness in all four postures, right? So let's take a look at how Buddha defines this Iriyapada meditation. The Buddha says, again, bhikkhus, when walking, a bhikkhu understands, I am walking. When standing, he understands, I am standing. When sitting, he understands, I am sitting. When lying down, he understands, I am lying down. Or he understands accordingly, however his body is disposed. Now, this is the definition that was given by the Buddha for this meditation, how to do it. What the Buddha teaches about this meditation, the Buddha says, Buddha refers to the bhikkhus. Bhikkhus are the monks, right? But this can be applied to everyone's life. The Buddha says, again, bhikkhus, when walking, a bhikkhu understands that I am walking. Now, what Buddha teaches us is that when you're walking, understand that you're walking. And then the Buddha says, when standing, he understands that I am standing. When you're standing, simply understand that you're standing. When sitting down, we have to understand you're sitting down. And while lying down, you have to understand while lying down. And then collectively, the Buddha says that in whichever the position that you're in whichever the posture that you're in, you have to understand accordingly. Now, in this explanation, Buddha refers specially to a word called understand. Now, what is the meaning of understand? How can we understand the word understand? This is the general explanation, and this is how we understand the word understand. In this explanation, what Buddha refers to as understand is that simply be aware of current posture, right? If you take a close look at how your body is placed right now, right? Right now, you may be listening to this video or listening to this audio while walking. So that means you have to understand, okay, now I am walking. And then maybe you're sitting down and listening to this video, right? Then what you have to do? You have to simply be aware of your current posture. I am sitting, right? Or maybe you're lying down on the bed and listening to this video. Then you have to understand that I am lying down, right? Or maybe you're listening to this audio while waiting for the bus, standing, right? What do you have to do? Simply be aware of the posture. But then, again, how to do it? So I introduced, in an earlier video also, I introduced you to a simple question that you can ask from yourself to be a little bit aware of yourself or practice mindfulness. What is it? You can ask from yourself, what am I doing right now? What is the question? What am I doing right now? Just ask that question from yourself right now. Then you can answer it. What am I doing right now? You can, if you become aware of your posture, then you can say, okay, I'm sitting down, right? Then you can be aware of the feelings that helps you to understand the sitting posture. right? Let's say the feelings of your buttocks, then you can feel it, right? That is how we understand that our posture. And then the feelings of your hand, the feelings of your back, right? How it is, how the body is placed. You simply be aware of it, right? So when you do that, you bring your mind that was wandering in the past or in the future simply to this present moment, right? Right now, this posture is happening. The feelings that is generated through this posture is happening right now. So all we got to do is to be aware of these feelings, right? So you can do this anytime during the day, right? Let's say you're traveling by the bus, right? You're commuting by the bus to your workplace. Most of the time when people are in the bus, either they listen to something or listen to a song, or maybe they scroll in the social media. That's what they do, right? Or maybe talk with someone. But that is one of the best times that you can practice this mindfulness practice. What you can do is just close your eyes and simply be aware of the current posture. That is all you got to do, right? So this is how we practice this. Now, someone can ask a question like, is it related to mindfulness? Yes, it is. Why not? Mindfulness is all about bringing your mind from the past or the future to this present moment, this current situation, and to be more focused inwardly, right? In your inner world. So that this is a one part of practice of mindfulness. So this is called Iriyapatha meditation. Okay. Now the section that I taught you is the very first step of Iriyapatha. There are another few steps that you have to practice while doing this, but this is the very first step that we have to master. So whenever you're free, right, find a time during the day to practice this. Right? For an example, let's say you came home after working, you came home. What do you have to do? Just make a cup of tea and sit down on a chair, and then have the cup of tea and simply be aware of the posture. Ask from yourself, what am I doing right now? Right? What feelings that I'm experiencing? Right? What is the posture that I'm right now? When you do that, it is a simple practice of mindfulness. The more you do it, the more you will get used to it. And then the more your mind will be at the present moment. So add this little simple practice of mindfulness to your daily life and practice it. So I wish you all, may you be healthy, happy, and free from all the sufferings. Namo Buddhaya.